my skin looks horrible. But anyways, and I'm holding by hand my iPad mini, which so many people think I don't have a right to because I have a fixed income. Let's put this down, I guess. But anyways, why I self-identify as Neo Feminist, and I'm hoping that more people will see this video and maybe relate to what I'm saying. I've identified as Neo Feminist for a long time. I'm just hoping that I can communicate right, because I'm not the most eloquent at these vlogging, but being a neo-feminist to me means that I'm not gonna bitch about men making more money for working harder and being able to work harder and making more money than me. It would be different if we had the same education and training and he was paid more than me. I'm not gonna bitch because I want to be able to be a stay-at-home mom when I have children. I would love to be able to stay home with a child when I could have a child, which, by the way, this U.S. government and private industry has priced us, women who would like to have children, are not childless by choice, out of being able to have children. And that's something that maybe pro-lifers should think about before they start judging pro-choice people. But anyways, I would want to be able to stay home with a child on average 3 years, because the first 3 years of a child's life is going to be the most important. It imprints on their life and it dictates their behavior and how they are able to socialize with other children and adults. So anyways, the other thing that I think of as a neo-feminist, and by the way, I identified again as a neo-feminist before I was homeless. So what did I say? Also being a neo-feminist, I am not going to be hateful towards men. Too many women who identify themselves as feminists, and some that I have met who identify as feminists are also lesbians or part of the LGBT community. So and their hate is vitriol, okay, of men, and they're part of their vitriol spiel has them talking as if like I was homeless, okay? I had to be out on the streets because I didn't have anywhere to go. Walking around in public all the time, and it like they acted like men were like the cartoon character monsters in the bushes, jumping out at them and literally physically attacking them. And I don't doubt that they've had experiences, but their literal spiels made it sound like every second of their life it's been that way. And the problem with having that attitude and talking that way in public, in mixed company with people with different ideas and views on life, is that they're gonna stereotype you, and that's gonna make you mad. And I'm sorry, but you deserve to be stereotyped. And I think it's pathetic that I feel that way too. And you make other women not like you. And women hurt each other and work against each other enough. Some of the women that I've met that call themselves feminists are very classist or in denial of their own status in the class system. They like to think they're middle class, and their attitudes continue to be kind of middle class. And part of the problem I have with some feminists is that they ignore the plight of the poor. It's sort of like like what I've said about how our government family values and the GOP's family values mantra is just a PowerPoint presentation. Well, I think a lot of feminists who by the way, feminists today who get most of the airtime and their voices out there tend to be older white women. Some of the way they speak, and these feminists who identify as feminists who got a lot of control and attention in Occupy Boston were white. And they just really ignore the plight of women who are in low income and in poverty, no matter their skin color. So that's why I just identify as a Neo Feminist. Because I do not hate men. I do not think that every instance of pay inequality has to do with just men getting paid more because I'm a woman. There's so much more to it, and maybe I'll do another video. But that's a little bit.